Being single is not punishment. It is the groundwork for self-control and inner strength. This is not about rejecting love or becoming bitter. It is about understanding timing, awareness, and truth. If you are single right now, there is a reason for it. The world we live in today does not reward sincerity. It often punishes it. Modern relationships are filled with traps disguised as fairy tales. Unless you have already met a woman whose character outweighs her imperfections, there is no need to actively search right now. Because here is the reality. Truly good women exist, but they are incredibly rare, far rarer than most men realize. The chances of meeting a woman with integrity, emotional maturity, and inner peace purely by accident are extremely low. The kind of woman who is grounded and genuine is not chasing nightlife, posting for validation, or competing for attention online. She lives quietly. She focuses on her work, her growth, and her own life. Because of that, crossing paths with her, especially as an average man without status, reach, or filters, is unlikely. What is common today are women who confuse loud behavior with confidence, entitlement with self-worth, and attention with love. They claim to want good men, yet repeatedly choose those who disrespect them, drain them, and reflect their inner chaos. And when a calm, stable man finally shows up, they often label him boring. So maybe being single is not a curse at all. Maybe it is protection from unnecessary drama, emotional damage, and the false belief that someone else is meant to complete you. This is a season meant for building, not chasing. You do not need to fight the current of modern dating. You need to learn how to stay steady within it. When the noise fades and the emotional highs settle, only truth remains. And the truth is this: solitude is not emptiness. It is the quiet space where strength develops. That strength determines the quality of every relationship you will have in the future. Most men do not fear loneliness. They fear silence. Silence forces them to sit with their own thoughts and confront the parts of themselves they have been avoiding. That is why so many rush into relationships, mistaking distraction for connection. They seek validation because it temporarily fills a void, but deep down, they are running from themselves. A man who cannot tolerate his own company will accept anyone as chaos just to avoid being alone. That is why so many modern relationships are built on escape rather than love. Men are not falling in love, they are falling into avoidance. The modern world magnifies this fear. Every swipe, post, and perfect couple image sends the message that being single means being left behind. But in reality, it means you still have time to build your foundation, time to refine your standards, time to become a man who does not settle for attention because he already has peace. Many women are trapped in the same illusion. They crave excitement over depth. They have been conditioned to believe love must always feel intense, dramatic, and thrilling. They confuse peace with boredom and chaos with passion. So when a stable man enters their life, they do not know how to respond. Stability feels unfamiliar. The pattern repeats. Boredom sets in. Conflict is created. Distance follows. And eventually blame is placed on you. You begin questioning yourself, wondering if you were not enough, when the truth is, there was nothing more you could have done. You cannot satisfy someone addicted to chaos. That is why solitude is sacred. It is not punishment. It is clarity. You do not need another person to confirm your worth. You need to rediscover it in silence. When you genuinely enjoy your own company, loneliness loses its power over you. You stop chasing people and start attracting peace, especially in times like summer. Temptation is everywhere. Attraction is amplified. You see couples, attention, beauty, and a voice whispers that you are missing out. But that voice is not wisdom, it is craving. Modern attraction is often a trap. What looks beautiful on the surface frequently hides instability underneath. Social media aesthetics mask emotional emptiness. Many men waste months or years chasing appearances, not realizing they are pursuing a well-decorated void. You are not falling for her. You are falling for how she makes you feel about yourself. That is not love. It is illusion. Real love is quiet. It builds stability. It does not demand constant excitement, but stability does not sell. Lust does. So men chase what is visible and ignore what is valuable. They end up with women who seek validation rather than connection. And here is what many men forget. You are not a therapist or a savior. You are not responsible for keeping someone entertained. You are meant to live with purpose. You should never sacrifice your peace trying to prove your worth to someone who does not value it. When loneliness shows up, do not confuse it with a sign to chase love. It is a call to master yourself, your discipline, boundaries, and patience. If you can remain centered while the world spins in chaos, you are already ahead. Relationships today do not just cost time, they can cost sanity, peace, finances, and even freedom. Many people wear masks for months or years. They appear supportive until you stop providing what they want. When you pull back, they accuse you of changing, when all you did was stop being controlled. Casual intimacy today is not freedom. It is recklessness disguised as pleasure. Emotional baggage, health risks, and constant instability drain you slowly. Toxic relationships do not begin toxic. They become that way over time. If you are single right now, you are safer than you think. You are not missing out. You are avoiding damage. You have clarity, freedom, and peace. Things many people in relationships secretly crave. It is okay to want connection. That is human. But never confuse desire with dependency. Do not believe you need someone else to feel whole. Be intentional. Be honest. If you are not ready for commitment, say it clearly. Clarity saves months of chaos. Never chase validation. Never perform for affection. The man who moves in truth and silence is unshakable. If something costs you your self-respect, it is already too expensive. Walk away quietly. Detachment is power. Solitude is not loneliness. It is freedom wrapped in discipline. The men who choose it today are quietly winning. Being single is not stagnation. It is preparation. A man who learns to stand alone becomes untouchable. You are not behind. You are not late. You are building something solid. And when the right woman eventually enters your life, you will not recognize her by excitement, but by alignment. She will feel like peace, not pressure. Stay single until being alone feels lighter than forcing connection. Do not look for the right woman. Become the right man. Solitude is not punishment. It is preparation. That is not loneliness. That is strength. That is peace. And that is where your real life begins.